have high points in our lives and we have low points in our lives. But if you look out from here in that direction and you think of this as your life and you come from some point out there to this spot in the present, you just start to look at all the valleys and all the hilltops and all the branches that are out there, the obstacles that you had to overcome to get to where you are right now.
I was an E5 in the Navy.
I was E4 Marine Corps.
I was a Master Sergeant in the Marine Corps.
I retired as a Lieutenant Commander 04 from the Navy.
I was in the Marine Corps and I got out as an E5 Sergeant.
I'm a retired Army Colonel, so that's an 06 in the Army, and now I'm just a simple soldier who was a veteran.
When I started back in school, one of the questions that was asked to me is, what made you happy as a child? It took me a while to think about it. What made me happy as a child was this, being out in the outdoors. Because the outdoors has been such an integral part of my life, and the things that I've learned and the challenges that I've overcome, it's a big part of what brought me back from the brink of my own self-destruction.
Getting back in the outdoors is huge for me. I've always grown up on a farm, been outdoors my whole life, and then coming here is like, almost like deja vu. It's crazy, but like I've been here before, that feeling, and it's just, it brings me back to my happy place.
I've never, in my entire life, almost 47 years, ever put a pack on my back and hiked a mountain. And so I wanted to see if I could do that. Every step hurt after the first day. And it was hard. It was harder than I expected. And every day, people were like in front of me or behind me, making sure that not only did I make it, because giving up wasn't a thing. That wasn't like an option. But just knowing that I could take the next step.
From the very beginning, I felt very comfortable with this group. From day one of meeting everybody and not even knowing them. And if I would have been asked to share something about myself, then I would have felt very comfortable doing that at that time. And I have never felt as if it's ever been about rank or what everybody did in the military. I felt like the connection was that we were veterans.
The biggest challenge that I have here is I'm very good at omission, dealing with the emotions. That part of the reason I came to this is so that I can continue to be able to deal with those emotions. The internal conflict that I have with myself, and then the physical challenge. Because if I can overcome my internal with external, then everybody balances out.
People process trauma differently. There's a lot of guys out there that don't understand why they feel the way they feel. They don't have the network. This No Barriers program helps to give back to other veterans, to be someone who's been there, can relate with them, and give them that trust factor to make them come out of the woodrows to say, hey, I need help, and this can maybe provide that for me because he knows what I've been through, maybe, just that glimmer of hope.
Most of the veterans, like myself, have some baggage that we're carrying as a result of our service, and it's a challenge to let go some of that. But the program is just so outstanding. It helped us reflect on our past and to let some of that go, which was kind of almost life-changing for me, to tell you the truth.
The opportunity to be around supportive people, the mission of No Barriers, the positive affirmation, the challenge of it's not the challenge, it's getting over the challenge. I love that mindset. I love that idea. Nothing that is in front of us is bigger than what we hold. And so I felt safe doing this, and I knew that saying yes to this would push me. but I also knew how much I wanted to be outside and do something I'd never done before, to grow as a human being.
Keep in mind that veterans at some point in time in their life basically signed a blank check to the United States of America in an amount up to and including their life. So we owe our freedom to them, and so as you prioritize your giving, I couldn't think of a more important cause to help pay back veterans who basically gave up their freedom for our freedoms.